Hello students, good morning sunshines. Student, today we will be continue our chapter number 6, that is changes around us. Student, we learn lots of changes. Now we learn physical and chemical changes. Ma'am, what is physical and chemical changes? Dear student, today we will be learn about physical and chemical changes and expansion and contraction. Students, whether it's plants growing, logs burning, and even if you are just eating food, the materials around you are changing the shape, size, releasing and absorbing energy, and we creating new substance. Hence, in chemistry, most of changes are divided into two: physical changes and chemical changes. Students, a physical change is something that changes the physical property of a substance, its size, shape, and form. Okay. Student, let's we have example. Student, cutting a piece of cloth is an example of physical change. Even though the cloth change in shape and size when it is cut, it doesn't create a new substance, is still a cloth. Student, even if a piece of cloth been sewed and made into a shirt, the only physical change is a cut, and the shirt still is made with a cloth, just is a new form. Students, another type of physical change involves changing state of matter, and water is the greatest example. Student, ice melting and become water, water evaporate and become steam, but no matter its form, the water is still water. Student, one way we can tell this is a physical change can be undone. Water vapor can condensation and bang into liquid, water liquid freezing and get the ice. Ice without changing is a different shape. In fact, many physical change can be undone. Students, for example, we know that dissolving sugar in water is a physical change, because even the sugar and water mixed together, they don't combine and create a new substance. They are still just sugar and water, and they can be separated from each other. Okay. Students, let's we have another example. Here we have an example of sharpening a pencil. Students, a sharp or the pencil appearance is changed by the sharpening. It is a physical change, but it is not a reversible change. Okay, so that all physical changes reversible? No. Only few are reversible change we can call physical changes. Now we have another example, cutting of an apple. Students, when we cut this apple divided into some parts, that only shape of the apple is changed, amount of matter is not changed. That's why we can call that is a not a reversible change. It's only a physical change. Student, we learn physical changes, now we learn chemical changes. A reaction that rearranges the particle from two and more substance to create at least a new substance. Okay, that is a chemical change. For example, when we so student, let's we have another example of chemical change or irreversible change. Student, here we have example of burning of paper. So if a piece of paper we burn, it is changed into new substance, that is ash. The same new substance type of matter which we want looks absolutely different from the original substance, which that is paper. Students, uh, this change can't be reversed. Ash can't be changed back into paper. It's chemical change or an irreversible change. We can't be reversed. Now we have another example, rusting of iron. Here we have a metal which is non-rusted, and another side we have a metal which is rusted. These brown layer you see on the metal, this is rust. Is rusting on matter? Okay, when a metal undergoes rusting, a new type of matter is formed, which is totally different from the original matter. That one non-rusted, and rusting can't be reversed. That's why we are called the chemical change and also an irreversible change. Okay. Students, now we have another example, burning of candle. When you light a candle, of size of candle is reducing with the time. The amount of matter is in the candle reduce when it is burning and can't be converted. Candle is not back into its original shape. Student, it is a chemical change and also a irreversible change. Student, that is an example of chemical change or irreversible change. Student, matter rusting, fire, fruit dripping, and digestion of food all are the example of chemical changes. Student, chemical change always form a new substance. They may absorb and release heat. They sometimes the chemical change will cause a change color, produce odor, create sound, releasing gas, and produce lights. And usually can't be undone. And student, physical change don't form a new substance. And physical change may change the shape or size an object. It may change the state of matter, substance matter. Can't often be undone. Okay. Students, in a physical change, we end up with the new substance. You starting with even if it is looks different. I hope you will enjoy this physical and chemical changes. Now we learn about expansion and contraction. Students, now we learn thermal expansion. Why are some gaps left in between rails? Have you know? No. So let's see. This railway mostly made up with steel. Steel expand on heating and contracts on cooling. Now we learn expansion and contraction of solids. All of you must have seen there is gap left between the railway station. Why is it so? Students, in the summer, the expansion of railway track occurs due to heat. During days, when trains run over this track and they become hot due to friction, the volume of railway track increases, length of the railway track increases due to increases in its volume. The result is the gap is filled. Students, if such gap is not left, the railway track bend and there is a risk of an accident. That is, gap at the joint is in the railway track. Student, now we learn expansion on liquids. Students, do you know how we read a thermometer? The thermometer shows the temperature when the mercury inside it expands. Since there is a change in the state of the mercury. Student, the thermometer is able to display temperature. This change known as expansion. Students, let us look. When we put the thermometer on cool water, this mercury is contract and we say contraction in the liquid. Student, we see expansion and contraction on gases. Students, we take two test tube and place a balloon of a mouth each of test tube. Put one test tube on pan of hot water and the other pan with ice. Students, observing carefully, the balloon of the test tube is hot water begin to inflate. This is because the hot water heat the air inside test tube and the ice cool air. When the air gets warm, it expands and rising and inflate the balloon. Which on the other hand, cool air contract the other balloon or sick. These shows expansion and contraction. Okay. Students, with this topic we complete this chapter, and if you have any doubt and any query you can ask me. Okay student, thank you.